Assalamualaikum viewers, my name is Anaya, remote to Bali, and I'm a foundation level student at Nihan School. So today I will ask some questions from Maya on the phrase shh. So let's start. So hi Maya, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Ready to dive into
Yes. So my first question from you is, what does the word shh actually represent in human communication?
Basically, it's a universal signal for silence. It's a onomatopoeia, meaning it mimics the actual sound of a whisper or the rushing air that we use to tell someone to be quiet. It's less about a word and more about a direct command to stop talking immediately.
Okay. So my next question from you is sh considered a word or just a sound?
It's a bit of a gray area. Linguistically, it's more of a sound, a phonetic signal, but because we use it in the same way we use words to convey a specific meaning, it's usually treated like one in conversation.
Okay, so my next question from you is, what emotions are usually connected with sh?
It's a bit of a mixed bag. It can be anything from a protective, we're hiding from something vibe to a playful, I have a secret whisper. And then there's the sharper, more annoyed version when someone's just being too loud. It all depends on the energy behind it.
Okay, so my next question from you is, why do humans prefer a sound instead of a word of silence?
Speed. It's the fastest way to get a point across. A full sentence like, could you please be quiet, takes too long and sounds too formal. Shh is an instant intuitive trigger that cuts through the noise without needing a translation. It just works.
Okay, so my next question from you is, when did people first start using sh?
It's hard to pin down an exact date because it's a primal sound. It's not something that was invented like a formal word. It's a natural human instinct to mimic the sound of wind or whisper to soothe a baby or hush a crowd. It's likely been around as long as we've been talking.
Okay, so my next question from you is, has sh always meant the same thing across history?
Pretty much. Since it's a sound rather than a formal word, the core meaning stop talking has stayed the same. It's an instinctual response, so it hasn't really evolved or shifted the way a word like cool or sick has over the decades.
Okay, so my next question from you is, did ancient cultures have similar sounds for silence?
Almost certainly. Most languages have their own version of a hushing sound. Even if the letters they use to write it are different, the actual noise usually sounds like air escaping. It's just the most efficient way to mimic a whisper and signal for quiet across different cultures.
Okay, so my next question from you is, how has the meaning of sh changed over time?
Like I mentioned, it hasn't changed much because it's more of a primal instinct than a language rule. The be quiet part is pretty much a constant. The only real change is how we use it, from just hushing a baby to maybe using it as a sarcastic joke or a way to tease someone today.
Okay, so my next question from you is sh used differently in modern digital communication?
Definitely. In the digital world, often turns into a visual thing, like using the shushing emoji. It's like less about the actual sound and more about creating a sense of mystery or letting someone in on a secret. It can also be a bit more passive aggressive in a text than it is in person.
Okay, so my next question from you is, do all language use sh or for silence?
Not all of them. While most languages have a similar hushing sound, some use completely different phonetic signals, or even just a sharp look to get the point across. It's a common pattern, but not a universal rule.
Okay, so my next question from you is, how is silence requested in different cultures?
It varies a lot. Some cultures are more direct with a hushing sound, while others might use a specific gesture, like a finger to the lips. In more formal societies, you'll see a lot more polite phrases and indirect language rather than a quick shh, because a direct command for silence can be seen as a rude or overly aggressive.
Okay, so my next question from you is, are there cultural rules about when it is rude to say shh?
Oh, definitely. In many cultures, using shh with an elder or a superior is a huge no no. It's a direct command. And doing that can come off as dismissive or even disrespectful. Usually, you'd use a much softer, more indirect phrase to ask for quiet in those situations.
Okay, so my next question from you is, do children learn shh the same way worldwide?
Pretty much. Most kids pick it up almost immediately because it's such a natural sound. Whether it's a parent hushing a baby or a teacher in a classroom, that sound is basically the universal quiet button for children everywhere.
Okay, so my next question from you is, when is it appropriate to say shh to someone?
It really depends on the context. It's perfect for low stakes moments, like when you're in a movie theater trying to surprise someone. But if you're in a serious argument or talking to your boss, it's probably not the best move. It can feel a bit condescending.
Okay, so my next question from you is shh polite or rude in conversation?
It's a bit of a toss up. It's generally seen as blunt because it's a command. It can feel rude if the other person isn't expecting it or if the relationship isn't close. But in a shared situation like a library, it's often just seen as a helpful reminder to be mindful of others.
Okay, so my next question from you is, how do teachers use shh in classrooms?
It's kind of a classic move. Teachers usually use it as a quick way to regain control when a room gets too loud. Some use it as a signal for the kids to mirror, like a shh that triggers everyone else to shh, while others use it more as a gentle nudge to bring the energy level down before they start a lesson.
Okay, so my next question from you is, why do parents use shh with children?
It's mostly about comfort and instinct. For babies, that rushing air sound actually mimics the noise they heard in the womb, which is why it's so soothing. For older kids, it's just a fast, clear way to get their attention without having to raise their voice.
Okay, so my next question from you is, what what happens when someone ignores a shh gesture?
Then it usually turns into a power struggle. Usually, the person hushing will either escalate, maybe a louder or direct look, or they'll just give up and accept the noise. It's a funny social experiment in who has the upper hand in that moment.
Okay, so my next question from you is, why does shh instantly grab attention?
Mm, it's all about the frequency. The sound is a sharp contrast to normal speech, since it's just a focused stream of air. It cuts through a conversation like a knife. Our brains are wired to notice sudden changes in sound, so when that white noise first happens, it triggers an immediate pay attention response.
Okay, so my next question from you is, How does the brain react to silence commands?
It's a bit of a biological trigger. When you hear a shh, your brain processes it as a high priority signal. Because it's such a distinct nonverbal sound, it bypasses a lot of the complex language processing and goes straight to the part of the brain that handles immediate reactions. Essentially, a stop command that forces you to pause and evaluate why someone wants silence.
Okay, so my next question from you is silence more powerful than speech?
In some ways, absolutely. Silence can be a huge power move. It creates tension, makes people lean in, and forces the other person to fill the gap. While speech gives you information, silence gives you leverage. It depends on how you use it.
Okay, so my next question from you is how is used in memes and social media?
It's basically the ultimate shorthand for I know something you don't. In memes, it's usually played for irony or to build suspense, like when someone's about to spill tea or reveal a secret. It's less about actual silence and more about that keep it on the low energy.
Okay, so my next question from you is has become more playful online?
Totally. It's gone from being a strict be quiet to a way of teasing or creating a little inside joke with an audience. It's much more about the vibe and the mystery now than actually wanting people to stop talking.
Okay, so my next question from you is do emojis like emoji replace the word
They definitely do a lot of the heavy lifting. In a text, an emoji can convey the entire mood, whether it's a playful secret or a please stop talking without you having to type a single letter. It's just a faster way to communicate the energy of the sound.
Okay, so my next question from you is how do influencers use silence for effect?
They use it as a hook. It's all about the pacing. By pausing right before a big reveal or a hot take, they create this vacuum that forces the viewer to lean in. It turns a simple video into a performance, making whatever they say next feel 10 times more important.
Okay, so my next question from you is
I'm listening.
can be considered a trend in digital culture?
Oh, for sure. It's totally part of that aesthetic of mystery and exclusivity. Using silence or shh in a short form video isn't just about the sound, it's a way to signal a curated, if you know, kind of energy that keeps people scrolling for more.
Okay, so my next question from you is how do influencers use can be considered how is used in movies and storytellings?
It's a huge tool for building tension. In movies, can turn a scene from ordinary to terrifying in a heartbeat. Think of a horror movie where characters are hiding from something. It's an auditory cue that tells the audience if you make a noise, you're dead. Beyond the scary stuff, it's also great for creating intimacy. A whispered shh between two people in a crowded room immediately creates a private world for them, cutting out everyone else. It's all about controlling the volume of the scene to make the audience feel the stakes.
Okay, so my last question from you is what is the future of silence in human communication?
That's a big question to end on. I think it'll become more of a luxury. In a world where we're constantly bombarded by notifications and noise, the ability to actually be silent or the intentional use of silence is going to feel more powerful and rare. We'll probably see it used more as a tool for mindfulness and mental health, but also as a way for people to reclaim their attention. Silence won't just be the absence of noise, it'll be a choice.
Okay, so viewers, this was my talk with Maya on the word shh. So hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. So let's meet in another talk with Maya. So till then, Allah Hafiz.